Up next, we're going to talk to Belleville Althoff girls volleyball coach Brice Miller, and with him he's brought outside hitter Reese Disler and setter Arista Bunn. But before I get to Althoff volleyball, you and your kids may never outgrow your favorite sports, but you may outgrow your equipment. Your locally owned Play It Again Sports provides an easy way to sell your quality used sports and fitness gear and get paid on the spot or trade up for what you need right now. Not only will you save with affordable used gear, but they also supply the latest new equipment and accessories from the most popular brands. I talked to Edwardsville store owner Dan Brynildson recently, and he said still paying top dollar for used golf equipment, but they're blowing it out with football, soccer, and hockey is just around the corner, and they are the hockey central for the 618. And it's getting colder in the Metro East. But no matter what the temperature, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning has your emergency calls and maintenance services covered. Viviano is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving the Metro East for over 30 years. Viviano provides quality heating and cooling services, including repairs, installation, and maintenance. Looking for a new furnace or AC unit? Need emergency service or maintenance? What are you waiting for? Call to schedule a service appointment with Viviano today at 618-345-7498 or visit them online at vivianoair.com. All right. Welcome to the show, Coach Brice Miller. Good to see you.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for making the trip from Belleville. And Reese Disler, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And Arista Bunn, welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach. Describe the season so far.
We pretty much tackle the beginning of the season pretty standardly throughout much of the seasons. This is my 7th year with the program, and we have a pretty solid grind through the first 2 to 3 weeks. We have 2 really intense tournaments that we go to, the MICDS tournament over the river, and then we go to the Effingham Crossroads Classic, which we've been doing for almost as long as I've been alive. And it's teams from Kentucky, Indiana, Chicago, St. Louis area, and it's just a complete grind. We also start off with usually Brice Central, Columbia, some pretty tough 2A schedules, just because I want them to get the battles out of the way early and kind of learn how to work through adversity quickly.
It does look like a very tough schedule when you're playing Columbia, Brice Central, St. Joe's Academy, Belleville West. You're taking on the best competition that you can find.
Yeah, I think it's really important for them to have to, kind of dig their way out of adversity early. If we pick up some wins early, that's awesome. But I think there are a lot more lessons in some of those battles that we kind of go through together. We've talked a lot about the emotions and the mental side of what these things mean to us, and those matches are the biggest way to do that.
7th year with the program. How many years have you been the head coach?
This is my 3rd year as head coach.
Okay.
I joined in the 2019-2020 school year.
And you're a young man. You said you're also a teacher at the high school as well.
I am, and I'm a graduate. So, came home, class of 2013, was there for 4 years and then came back to teach and have been there for this whole time. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, does Althoff have boys volleyball?
Oh, yeah. We were the first school on this side of the river to get it.
You were?
Yeah. So I played for 4 years
there,
and then I went and played at McKendree for 4 years, and then came back and started coaching the girls and the boys.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Reese, outside hitter. How would you describe the season?
I would say that we've had a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of ups are like the main focus, because we do play a very hard schedule at the beginning. We play 8 games our first week, which from Monday through Saturday is a lot. It's a lot on your arms. It's a lot for the passers. It's a lot for everyone. And once we get past that, though, I feel like we're all a lot more bonded, because if you only play 1 or 2 games a week, you're only coming together once or twice a week. If you're forced around each other for 8 games in a row, I think you have to build a bond with the girls.
And how many years have you been a starter on the volleyball team there at Althoff?
This is my 4th year.
Okay. So 4-year starter, you're a senior girl. And what do you want to get done this senior year? What are your goals?
My goals are, I love to win. I hate to lose. And I really just want to win as much as we can. and I really want to provide for my team any way that I can, passing, serving, hitting. I want to be the leader on the court, and I show that through a lot of action, I think.
And you're an outside hitter.
Yes.
So you're the girl that crushes the ball, right?
Yes.
That spikes the ball. Describe her game.
Reese is, I constantly talk about her. She's very much a leader by action. She's our person that I can draw something up and she's going to execute. And she's intense. And I think that's something that, especially the younger girls need in the gym is, someone to look up to and see like, look, I can be that person for everybody around me. I'm incredibly impressed by her journey. I've been around it for 4 years and she's turned into one of the best outsides in the area. And I would take her on any team that I would coach any day.
Awesome. All right. And Arista, you made a transfer from Marquette, and you are the setter on the team. And last week, Jack Grimm talked about the fact that you were one of the really premier setters in the area. How would you describe the season so far?
I would say that this season, it's very electric. There's so much electricity in the gym. Right when we walk in, you can feel the energy. It's really something that this year I experienced for the first time for a high school team. I just feel like it's so much electricity and a lot of work too. I feel like even like before our home games, like we will practice a little bit. So we just get that feel of the gym. That's something I'm not used to at my old school, but coming here, I really do enjoy that a lot. I feel like that's very precious and I feel like that's important. It's just, we put in so much work and you can really see the hearts of the players, not just with their bodies, but you can just see in their faces the heart that they give to the sport. And I feel like you can't see that at every single school, every single high school in this area. I feel like that's something different about us, is that we really put our heart into and our soul into what we do. And you can really see it on the court, Sorry. We're constantly just going crazy and we're just very electric, especially like when someone does something great. Like you will never look around and not see someone cheering for a teammate. Like we make up so many just stupid, fun, silly cheers, and I just love it. I love these girls so much. Like I couldn't ask for anything better. And like Reese said, yes, there's been so many ups and downs, but when we're up, oh yeah, we're up for sure.
What's your favorite silly, fun cheer?
Oh my gosh. This is so silly. This is something I made up. Oh my gosh, I could talk so many. When the freshmen are playing their freshman game. Oh gosh, this is so bad. I'll just scream, I love freshmen. Like whenever the freshman gets like something good, like a kill or an ace or something, just like cheer them up. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I love freshmen so much. Or something like that. Another cheer that we'll do is like, we'll just like jump up and down, like say like Reese gets a kill. Oh my gosh, I'll be like, good girl, Reese. Or we'll be like, shake your dress, like you're doing so great. Like a bunch of like brain rot TikTok stuff, whatever you want to call it. But it's just so silly.
Are you having fun this year?
Oh yeah, so much fun. I couldn't ask for a better season.
What's it like playing, girls? What's it like playing for Coach Brice? Let's start with you.
I really enjoy his volleyball IQ. He's been around the sport for a very long time. Like he said, he played for Althoff, he played in college, and then he came back and started coaching. So he's always been around. And even when he was coaching, he was playing. He continued playing. So I think his volleyball IQ is like outstanding. And say I'm doing bad, like I keep on getting blocked or I'm hitting it out, he always has something productive or like conductive to tell me what I'm doing wrong and how I can fix it. Because he's been an outside, he's been a libero, he's been a lot in volleyball. So he has a lot of knowledge that he can share.
How about you?
Going along with Reese, his IQ is insane. I feel like anyone could say that. Another thing I like that he does for us is he keeps us very disciplined and he keeps us up, but also humble, because I feel like if you're not humble, then you can't grow. And I feel like he does a really good job doing that. He keeps us humble, but also like when he sees that we're like a little bit down, like he'll pick us up and he has no problem picking us up. Like he has a very good even of both, but I feel like when they keep you like both, like you just have to have the even. I feel like he does a really, really good job doing that.
I didn't pay them to say that.
Yeah, how would you describe your coaching?
I'm intense. You know, I kind of learned that from some of the people that I've been coached by. I got to get a shout out to Lisa Orlet, who's Gabby's mom, that coached with me and coached me in high school. So, you know, she was one of those people that's kind of like trial by fire. So that's kind of what we go through every day in practice. Like we kind of recreate some of the battles that we're going to have in matches and go through that in practice.
How do you do that?
It's just intense. I mean, reps, intense reps. And then it's also like we talk about it from a perspective of, hey, this is practice. So there aren't stakes that are very high. So like you're in a safe space, but that doesn't mean we're not going to push you through some of the things that we've got to battle when there are stakes in a match. You know, so, you know, we prep really hard for every team that we play. You know, one of my biggest things is having a really advanced scouting report. And then we just kind of like spend, especially if we got big matches coming up, we go through and, just rep all the things that we have to lock in to be successful against some of the teams that are on our schedule.
Okay. And let's talk about your upcoming schedule, because you're going to continue to play the great teams. You're going to continue to see the Centrals and the Mater Deis and the Edwardsvilles and those Freeburg and Columbia and on and on and on. What is it going to take for you guys to experience success consistently against those programs?
I think one of the things that we've been working on in the last couple weeks is getting our younger players kind of up to the same standard that some of our seniors are at. That's one of the things I've been talking about with these two as captains, and then our other two captains that exist with them, of if we can kind of get everybody playing to the high level that I know they're capable of consistently, then, I mean, we're insane. I really have all the confidence in them in the world. If things are clicking, there are very few teams that I think can go toe-to-toe with us.
All right. Girls, what are you most looking forward to as we're nearing the halfway point? We're about a week from being halfway done with the girls volleyball season. I think Jack was on the show last week, and we figured we were about 1/3. But at the conclusion of this week, we're going to be close to about halfway done. Your season concludes in November, right? Second week in November, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to?
So I'm really looking forward to finishing out this season with a lot of fire, a lot of energy, just being upbeat the whole way. No matter if we win, lose, can't worry about it. If the game's already over, we can't be dwelling on it. We got to move on to the next game. Keeping up. Excel to regionals, sectionals, and hopefully on to state. I mean, I would love to see that route. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I feel like we just need to, no matter what happens, we can't be dwelling on anything. And I feel like that's going to be a big thing for us and any other team. Like, we just need to look to the future, no matter what happens, just future, and see what we can do better with in each one of our games. We just need to reflect a lot. And, but yeah, overall, I'm very excited to go to regionals and hopefully do really well.
Was it weird for you to play Marquette?
Ooh.
Was that a really tough emotional night for you?
Honestly, I think I did a really good job, like, putting my emotions beside me. I honestly thought that it was going to hit me hard. I mean,
it's okay to have friends on the other team and to miss them. You know what I mean? It's like, it's, I think people kind of overplay that. Like, now you hate these girls. No, I still like those girls. You know, you're just a kid playing volleyball. So
yeah. And me and Brice pulled me over and he was like, hey, like, when you play Marquette, don't make the game about you, because you have to separate friend and opponent. And we had that conversation, and he really helped me out, gave me some good advice, and I think it really showed on the court how he did. So,
and you get to play him again very soon.
Yep, we play in their house. So,
yeah. And you got other good ones coming up. Belleville East, you play McGivney again. Belleville West, Freeburg again. Mater Dei again. O'Fallon, Jabot. Tough year, and then you get to start your postseason, but you're going to be ready.
Oh, big time. Yeah. Kind of like stack the front and the back end of like, hey, I know the middle of the season can kind of be a little bit of a lull sometimes. So we kind of stack the back end with some more battles so that we don't forget.
Keep it fun.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe the play of this team?
The play of this
The
team.
style. What's your team style? Because you've been through this 3 other times. This is the 4th Althoff team that you've played for. How does this team compare to those teams? What is this team really good at? That kind of stuff.
I would definitely say that this year is way different, like the structure-wise. I think we're a lot younger. In the past, we relied like a lot on like seniors, and even me myself, like I relied a lot on the seniors. And I feel like the play this year is we have to be more scrappy. We don't have much height, I would say, on our side. So we have to like have impeccable defense, impeccable serve receive. We have to be very disciplined on our blocks and where we're hitting, and she has to be disciplined on her sets because everything has to have a purpose. Because we can't just go swinging, can't just go diving for a ball because we're young in some sense and we don't have like all of the knowledge. So we have to be really smart in what we're doing.
Well said. All right, girls. Plans for next year. Do you have them? Are they definite? I mean, we're still very early in the senior season, in your senior year, so you may not know yet what you're going to do. Any thoughts? Do you have any plans for next year so far?
Yeah. I am committed to play volleyball at McKendree next year.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Beach or regular?
Regular.
Okay. Good for you.
And I'm committed to play volleyball at Southwestern Illinois College.
Okay. So you're going to play SWIC.
Yes.
Excellent. Good for you. Congratulations. You're going to miss these girls next year.
Oh, absolutely.
What are you going to miss most?
I'll talk about them individually. For Arista, I think having to jump in and fill the shoes of somebody who was one of the best to do it in the very long history of really talented setters for Althoff is very difficult. So I'm going to miss that determination. And I think you also, she lets things roll off, water off a duck's back kind of a thing, really easily. Especially when I can get a little bit overly intense. She responds really well to that. So that's pretty much all I can ask for out of her. So I'm really miss that determination and that just kind of stoic, hey, I'm still going to go out there and battle for my team regardless. Reese, that's hard because it's been 4 years with her. And her role has changed every year. She went from a 3-rotation front row player her freshman year to being relied on a little bit more offensively her sophomore year to being a 6-rotation player and really relied on. And now she's like I said, she's one of the best outsides in the area. Our system is we dare teams to stop her. Is kind of where we go at. So I'm just going to miss the fire. I see a lot of kind of how I do things with her. Cause just like her, I hate losing more than I like winning. So, I'm going to miss how similar we are in personality and, just how much leadership and action and how much of a role model she is for everybody. It's going to be different for sure.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of your season, ladies and coach. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm going to be following you for sure. And make sure you check out our upcoming segments with Jack Grimm, presented by Blue Steel Volleyball Club.
Go Blue Steel.
I just love saying that. Do you work with them too?
I do, yeah. I coach the boys 17 black, so.
All right.
Yep.
Cool, man. You guys play there?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did last year, but now I play for HP. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
We'll forgive you.
Well, thanks again for coming by, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
And thank you all for listening to the Metro Esports Podcast presented by Little Caesars Pizza. And big thanks to guests Kevin Paolo, Reese Disler, Arista Bunn, Brice Miller, and for partners Cassens, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Keller Williams, Marquis, the Blasting Game Group, Dazzling Decorum, More Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oakbrook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Played Against Sports, Edwardsville, and for my teammates, Kayla Kohlberg, Luke Slemmer, and Kala Espenschied. Thank you all for listening to the Metro Esports Podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East.